Emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, gotta go.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
If indeed the Chicago Bears were looking for a nice change-up to Jordan Howard at running back, they found it in Tariq Cohen. I'm telling you, this guy is shifty, quick. Even though he's small in stature, some people have called him the latest human joystick.
How about that? That'll be fun for Madden players. Just 5'6", but as you said, he can move. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Hurry!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. This is Cohen. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now Trubisky. It's pulled in by Kevin White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Come on.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Cohen on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Come on.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
The throw on second down is Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Rolling to his right. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the bottom of the league in 2017. Now Trubisky to throw. Pushing his way inside the 40. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hurry. Hey, 18.
Now it's Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Trubisky will throw. Flushed out right. White's got a 1st down and more. This is caught. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Gotta go. Blue.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Benny Cunningham, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Parkey with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Back to throw, Tannehill. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A very solid gain of 27.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Zebra. Let's go. Route 20. Hey, 20.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill is going to let this one go deep. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Trubisky now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On second down, here's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. The safety, T.J. McDonald, getting in there to break that one up.
Well, I've got to give him some credit there. He tried to sell the out route. He tried to sell it hard. And as a receiver, what you're really trying to do is maneuver a defender inside to give yourself a little more cushion breaking to the out. But how about the defender reading it really well, not buying the fake or the maneuver inside, and getting to the sideline and helping break up the pass?
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll buy some time right. Incomplete. This is Alvin Wilson. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Drake fighting him off. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And this one is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Over the middle, complete. It's White. And he's going to get this all the way down in. Inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this.
Hurry,
They'll run on 1st down. Hill, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Zero.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Quick.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Trubisky on third and long. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 34. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Tannehill hands to Gray. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. On 1st down, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Let's go. Hey. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, watch the slant. Run to the hunt.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. To throw is Tannehill. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Set. Ready. Play.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Eddie Goldman breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Check 15. Hustle, we're walking. We're all good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 20.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Trubisky to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken right around the 44. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Set. We're 30. Tag. Play. Let's go.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Tannehill. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll give it to him up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's Drake, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will push the lead up to 12-7. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was looking to go back to Stills, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a 3rd down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer. Still did it anyway.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground with Dre. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Sanders' kick is good, and that now makes this a 15-7 game. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Hurry!
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by T.J. McDonald.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Tannehill on 1st down. Now he steps away. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Robinson. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Gotta go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's caught left side by Bellamy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, Hill. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Come on, gotta go, gotta go.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Robert Quinn in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Robert Quinn in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Drake on the give from Tannehill. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed them out quite a bit so far. But it's very comforting to know that you have a kicker that's got your back.
Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here Because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll get...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different...
Hi guys.
Hi, George.
Yo, Joy, Joy, are you watching?
back to the
Did you
guy
see me
throwing
celebrate after I caught the pick?
Yeah.
I've done that twice, man. Oh my god. Bro, Joe, there's a reason I haven't thrown the ball every time I've been in the red zone. Troy can't outscore me. Literally. Yeah, so I'm just going to get into the red zone, kick my field goals.
Like it, man.
Right back to Drake. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
I'm giving him
It was
the
the
ball back.
linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The good run on first down followed
That's
up by a
good
not so
job.
good run on
That
second down.
celebration
Now
had
let's
me
find out if they're
dying.
gonna
I didn't
stick
think he
with
was
the
going
run
to
here
stick
on
out the
third
ball
down. A lot of
right
people
to
would
him.
love to see some play action
He
here.
put it right in his face.
Like, put it right
over
in
your
his
best
fucking
blocker.
face.
The offense on third down tonight, just one conversion
for
and
fun.
8
If I don't
tries.
get-
Not good. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now Balaj. And
I
not
call
only will
timeout.
he
I'm
not
gonna
get
give
the
Troy the
few
ball.
inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3
Yeah.
yards here.
Yeah, let's see what we
And
can
it'll
do.
be fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now.
I'm gonna give him a bad
as he'll
punt,
kick
too.
it away for the second time.
You know you're on the... Everybody can hear you.
Yeah, I didn't say anything.
And now Chicago
Yeah, they
getting
give
ready
Troy
to go
another
as they
chance.
take the field. What do you do here down
No,
like
I'm the
this in this
Dolphins.
situation?
Most
Do you
scored,
maybe
it's
just pick
really
something out of
effective.
the
Oh,
playbook? You haven't
shit.
called in a
I can get
while, or you
sin
call
ban.
it
I
a
mean,
day?
trade ban.
You can do that,
Nobody
or you
wants my
pick something
players.
that's a staple for you and should work
You know what-
better.
why Troy lost
and try
his game?
and execute
He
that
stopped
on the
throwing
way
his
out the
post
door.
routes.
Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up
Look,
a
I'm gonna
ball
give him
game that's been a
one-on-one
frustrating
cover.
one
So
for
we can
you.
throw it
We'll
up.
see if they go back to base. They go back to the air here after the INT.
Oh my god, oh fuck,
Trubisky
score
lost
that.
the football.
Damn,
The Bears moving hastily in a hurry-up offense.
Go
So it
hurry up.
goes as a
I
fumble, but the
fucking
key
love this
thing,
kid, man.
not a fumble loss.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's up,
that
Chuck? How are
stat's
you?
big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might
Look
be
at that,
on the
give me that, I'm
This is
returning that, let's go.
intercepted, and
Let's
that
go,
should do
baby.
it.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Is that Eric Reed?
That's the story of the game. They've been
Eric
suffocating all game
Oh
on defense.
my
They're
god.
suffocating there again the big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case,
I was laughing
but by
too
being
much.
able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Man, someone's
Cunningham now to return.
trolling going on there. We're up. Oh.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here
Chuck,
late.
Chuck, I just
don't
want to
know.
have
You
fun. Like,
just
I didn't throw the
want
ball.
Is he gonna
in
get
the
another
right.
one?
Let's hope
He's gonna
so.
get one
Some
more.
people like to do that.
I'm gonna go
Please-
cover three.
Please, God, run the ball, Troy.
He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here.
At the end of the, at the end of the season, he is,
Teams
yeah.
like to do something at
Oh,
the end to feel a
you
little
missed.
bit
Bro, that's
better
why Rashad
as
Jones
they
is
continue
cheap,
as they continue to
man.
move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Fuck, that was a funny game, man. That shit was funny.